Hello and welcome to the Lakefront News. I'm your anchor, Danielle Ojeda. Have you ever experienced parking fees downtown? Lakefront reporter Santiago Reyes tells us more on what you can do to avoid high parking fees.
Thank you, Danielle. I'm here downtown San Antonio, where parking can be a little bit tricky. Here are some tips to avoid a parking fee. Parking in downtown San Antonio can at times cost you upwards of $20, but being an Our Lady of the Lake student has its perks. Coordinator of Student Success Center, Scarlett Alonso, tells us what OLU has to offer for students to avoid those high parking fees.
So what we offered, and we started this in the fall semester, so last semester, was our VIA passes, and we partnered with VIA to make sure if our students didn't have vehicles or if they wanted to go downtown and explore San Antonio, that they had a means to get there. And with parking fees being so expensive, like you mentioned, downtown, VIA offers them a way to avoid those costs by having different stops, different aspects of downtown, and they don't have to worry about budgeting for that extra fee.
Student Aaron Marufo tells us that he understands that the city of San Antonio can benefit from parking, but as students, it can be tricky to pay those fees.
Like for the city, they have to make their money somehow, so obviously it is important for them to pay for parking, for us to pay for parking. I think if it's over a certain amount, like $10, I think that's just way too much. I think also if we are paying at a restaurant or eating at a restaurant or spending money at the actual downtown area, we shouldn't be having to pay a certain amount.
Marufo thinks the VIA bus pass is a good idea.
And I think it's very important because we don't want to be spending money that we don't, one, have, and two, that we can be using for something else. We have the VIA Transit. I think that's very convenient, and also I think it's a good idea. I know it's free for students. I think it's, you have the app or just the sticker like that, it's just an easier route. Or just share, carpool with other people. I think it's easier.
Alonso tells us what other options students can use.
Students are heavily using Uber or Lyft, which does cost a little bit much, but if they just want to get dropped off and picked up, Uber or Lyft has been kind of boosting on our campus for students to use.
Reporting for the Lakefront News, I'm Santiago Reyes.
Calling all thespians. The Our Lady of the Lake Directing 1 class is hosting a showcase that is open to the OLU community. Reporter Lauren De Leon has more information on this event.
Are you a fan of the theater? The Our Lady of the Lake's Directing 1 class will host a 10-minute play showcase here in the 24th Street Theater to debut students' work.
And I think it's a really cool opportunity for the audience that comes to watch them to see all these young directors, their vision.
That was student Daniel Balmer as he expresses his excitement over this opportunity. The Directing 1 class has hosted this showcase every year. Student director Anna Boone talks about her class's experience while directing the plays.
We're all film and theater majors, so it's really cool that we get to be in a director's spot, and this is I speak for all of us when I say that this is our first real professional time doing this.
Boone was eager to talk about her play entitled That First Fall.
The story is about two girls, Zoe and Skylar, who have been lifelong friends, but after college things aren't the same and we see their friendship fading away.
This isn't the only play being showcased. Boone tells us that there will be 5 other students debuting their plays.
There's going to be 5 plays. There's going to be laughter, there's going to be tears. We have a bit of funny plays, and we have a bit of more plays on the serious side or romantic side. It's just a very different variety of plays.
The showcase will take place on May 2nd from 7 to 9 p.m. And if you're worried about the cost, don't be. Boone told us the event might be free.
If there are tickets, I believe it's free admission, but if there are tickets sold, it'll usually be at the door or the students ourselves will sell them.
If you would like to attend the showcase, contact the Directing 1 professor at aidtofoya@olusa.edu. This has been Lauren De Leon for Lakefront News.
Earlier, I visited the San Antonio Zoo. In 2017, the city of San Antonio was named the first monarch champion city by the National Wildlife Federation. They are dedicated to hosting the Monarch Festival to teach how you can help end the extinction of the monarch butterfly migration.
I'm here outside the San Antonio Zoo, where citizens of San Antonio came to support and learn what they can do to help end the extinction of the monarch butterfly. because they're beautiful.
That was Leah Sanchez on why she thinks it's important to protect monarch butterflies. Sanchez traveled from Brownsville to join the many people who participated in the festival. Lori Brown, media educator for the zoo, shares why it's important to get involved.
Right now is actually the time the monarchs are making their spring migration through San Antonio. One of the most important parts of this festival is to highlight what people in San Antonio and the surrounding areas here in Texas can do.
Brown stated this festival is a conservation education event where individuals like Sanchez can learn more about these butterflies.
The butterfly turned to an egg, and then it turned to a caterpillar, and then it turned to something, and then it turned to a butterfly.
Brown also expressed how college students can take part in helping the migration.
The biggest things people can do is, one, prohibit the use of pesticides, but also plant native nectar plants and native milkweed plants.
The San Antonio Zoo helps preserve these delicate species.
I've been trying to catch this one since 7 o'clock this morning. Ha! Gotcha!
Reporting for the Lakefront News, I'm Danielle Ojeda. The holy season of Lent is underway. Lent started on March 6, and we are now halfway through the season. Lent is a time of repent and reflection. Reporter Gabriel Torres tells us what Lent is and how some students define it.
Thank you, Danielle. In case you haven't noticed, a lot of places are selling more fish items in their menus. It's because of Lent. Lent started March 6th and ends on April 18th. I spoke with someone at Elliott House about Lent and what it is. I also spoke with a student of how she feels.
I'm not very religious myself, but I think that Lent means a lot more to other people who are. So, and I don't know the meaning of it entirely.
Student at Our Lady of Lake University, Tanya Fell, is mentioning how she doesn't know the meaning behind Lent, but she does know it has meaning. Creighton Chandler, Director of University Ministry, helps anyone who is also having a hard time understanding and getting a clear definition.
Lent is a time that runs from Ash Wednesday through Easter Sunday. It's a period of 40 days, about 40 days, in which you're encouraged to examine your life. It's a time of repentance, of renewal, of reflection on who you are, who you want to be.
Even though Lent is practiced mostly by Catholics, anyone can participate.
So Lent is not just for Catholics. Catholics predominantly practice it among Christians, although Methodists and Episcopalians and others do practice Lent. But anyone else can join in.
Chandler also mentions what events OLU has to offer for students participating in Lent besides going to Sunday Mass.
So we have a two-part series, Partners in Mindful Living, Baha'i Fast and the Christian Lent. So the second one's coming up on April 4th. We'll have, this week is the first community rice bowl meal. We'll have that on Wednesday, 27th at Community Hour.
Chandler explains why people give up things for Lent.
So people are giving up something in order to think about what it is in their lives that they have, what they maybe don't need, who they want to become. Some of the things we have are frankly distracting.
Faye shares her opinion on people who participate in Lent.
Could give up something for 40 days and last.
If you want to participate in any Lent-related events, be sure to check your emails from OLU Ministries. If you have any questions about Lent or even any future events, make sure to visit Elliott House across from Metz. This has been Gabriel Torres reporting for Lakefront News.
Students looking for a job or internship should attend the Spring 2019 Job and Paid Internship Fair. The Center for Career Development and Testing is hosting more than 30 companies on March 26 in Providence West Social Room. Reporter Serapio Marquez has more on the fair.
Thank you, Danielle. The Center for Career Development and Testing are hosting their 2019 Spring Paid Internship and Job Fair. Students are encouraged to come prepared with resumes and dressed to impress.
We're expecting to have a little over 25 employers. There are around 30. We're going to have employers for all majors.
That was Career Advisor Lucero Villarreal telling us how many employers will be attending this spring's Job and Paid Internship Fair. Villarreal tells us students should look forward to meeting employers in all career fairs at this year's Job and Paid Internship Fair.
People in business, communications, finance, you name it, education.
Students wanting to attend the paid job and internship fair in Providence West Social Room should sign up on the Handshake application.
And it's going to be from 11 to 2 p.m., again, March 26th. We're asking that students register through Handshake.
Before attending the career fair, students should stop by Career Services and have a career advisor help with their resume.
Is set up an appointment to come and meet with us, and we'll review your resume. If you can't come in for whatever reason, I know sometimes schedules can be difficult to arrange. So if that's the case, I'd be happy to review your resume through email. We can do an email appointment.
Student Adriella Melendres tells us why she likes the idea of the internship fair for graduating seniors.
It's a good opportunity for the students to find an internship or career options when they are done with school.
Yao advises all students to attend the job fair.
We would definitely advise students, freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, alumni are welcome as well. Everybody should go.
The internship fair will take place on March 26th between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Students who attend are eligible to win a $100 Amazon gift card. For more information, stop by Career Services in Main 123. Reporting for Lakefront News, this has been Serapio Marquez.
Stay tuned after the break for this week's sports update.
Have an event coming up? Why not advertise it in the Lakefront? You can get your ad in as low as $50 in our university paper. With 1,000 copies printed monthly, your ad is sure to be seen. For more information on prices, email lakefront@olusa.edu.
The Our Lady of the Lake University softball team traveled to Victoria, Texas to take on conference rival number 20, the University of Houston, Victoria. In the three-game series, the Saints fell to the Jaguars 0-3. The Saints fell to 10-9 on the season and 7-5 in conference play. The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletes announced the 2019 NAIA D1 Women's Basketball All-America teams, as well as the Coach of the Year and Player of the Year, chosen by the selection committee. Selected from Our Lady of the Lake University are Destiny King, All-American Third Team, Casey Saldana, and honorable mention Lena Wilson. King went 4 out of 4 games at the Nationals with the double-double. She is the team's 4th highest scorer and the team's highest rebounder with 343. She holds the all-time record for rebounding average at 9.0. Saldana scored her 1,000 points during Nationals, and she now has 1,024. She is the top scorer on the team with 512 points of the year with an average of 14.6 per game. Wilson is the second highest scorer on the team with an average of 14.2, scoring 469 this year. She is 47 points away from reaching 1,000. Stay with us after the break for a look at next week's weather.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
Spring has sprung for this week's forecast. Highs will be in the low 80s and the lows will be in the 60s. Be expecting a 50% chance of rain this weekend, going on to next week. Stay with us after the break to get the latest information on the new Fiesta medal.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
The 2019 Fiesta Medal for Our Lady of the Lake University is now available. Buy your medal while supplies last at the bookstore or in the Fiesta Medal store located on Broadway. The medal costs $10 and this medal was sponsored by Randolph Brooks Federation Credit Union. This is the 4th year the RBFCU has sponsored Olu's Medal. That's all we have for you today. For more information and updates, visit the Lakefront at lakefrontollu.com. I have been your host, Danielle Ojeda.